We are under the lights here on a Friday night at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. Get ready for Giants baseball next. Chris Heston will be the man on the mound for the G-Men. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Howie Kendrick heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, number 47.
First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
2 strikes.
Hit to first. Belt has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their rivals, Steve?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Justin Turner will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty Valentine. What a great name. Besides that, he's known for being pretty spot on when it comes to calling pitches on the corners. If he misses one, it's usually up or down.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Corey Seager will stand in, currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And he falls behind 0-2. Here, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Yasiel Puig will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. A runner on first with 2 away. That evens it up 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. Scooped up. He'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. It's the Dodgers nothing with the Giants coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Rich Hill gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Joe Panik comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Giants, second baseman, Joe Panik.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
And they've got the division title in their back pocket already. Now it's just a matter of playing for the seeding and maybe getting a few of your guys a day off or 2 before the real fun begins.
Number 6 retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think Brandon Belt is a guy to watch out for. And he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
Hunter Pence is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Buster Posey will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
And that big 12-6 curveball will work like that. He'll start it out up in the zone and then lets it drop right down to the knees.
This is skied into short left center. Kendrick has a beat on it. And that's the third out. Giants are down 1-2-3. After one, no score. A.J. Ellis strides forward with a hot bat in his hand. Great numbers over the past few games.
Number 17, A.J. Ellis.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Batting sixth, first baseman,
number 25 will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Nope,
and he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Panic. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting seventh, center fielder number 14, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, guys, that's why they call it a batting average. He's been hitting over 350 in his last 10 games, but he had kind of a bad one yesterday.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, no score. Brandon Belt will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0-for-4 in the victory last night.
Well, yesterday he just didn't look like himself, but he's been good lately. He's had 7 RBIs over his last 10 games.
First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Belt is retired, and there's one away.
Batting fifth.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Brandon Crawford will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
And Crawford swings and misses at that one, a strikeout victim for out number 2.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Matt Duffy will stand in now as we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from AT&T Park right after this. Number 6 settles into the box for his first
Leading
chance.
off for the Dodgers, second baseman, number 6.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1 now to start the inning. You don't want to set this up for him so that the pitcher gets a sacrifice opportunity.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Standing in now, Rich Hill. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Now, if you're a pitcher, you have to love pitching at this place. And you've got a cool night here, making the air a little heavy. And this ball just has 0 carry to it.
Howie Kendrick will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gone on the run. He can't get there as it falls in. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And we'll bring up our Dodger leaderboard to confirm for you that his current total leads the squad in that category.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Justin Turner is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
The 2-0 pitch. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Hit hard to short. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Here's Corey Seager. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Over to Crawford at the bag, and the forced play will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Dodgers lead this one 1-0. Gregor Blanco will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the Giants are officially into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Angel Pagan will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Stepping in now, Chris Heston. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. The second for one, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's Joe Panic. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And a good job there keeping the inning alive. That's all you needed to do. And now one more 2-out knock, and they get that run right back.
Hunter Pence stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Yasiel Puig is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Blanco ranging forward, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's call if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Ellis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. One run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Number 25 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
First offering on its way. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Pagan. Still going back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Now batting.
Into the box
6.
now, number 6. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Grounded down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
The pitcher, number 40.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping in, Rich Hill. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Panic is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Down the third baseline. Turner's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 9.
Our next telecast comes your way tomorrow. And boy, look at the pitching matchup that we've got in store for that one. That is going to be some duel, and we'll have it for you right here on the show. Brandon Belt comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
0-2.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
The shortstop, number 35.
And you want to see what downward break looks like? Check this out in show motion. Look at how this thing's just falling right off the table. That pitch is really moving, folks.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. So they've been cranking doubles all season long. And it's almost been contagious. The whole team's involved. Really speaks to the approach that this team has at the plate. Stay gap to gap and hit it on the line.
He's set. Here it comes. Out in front of it, strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounded to first. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Howie Kendrick heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
2-0 now.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Here it comes on 3-0. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the fifth inning.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Justin Turner steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Runners off for second. Grounder down the line at third. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. And another throw over and the runner back. The 0-2 delivery. Line toward the gap in left center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
And he's well on his way to a nice series now. Third hit so far tonight. These guys are going to need his production here, so a welcome sight indeed.
Corey Seager stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. On the corner at the knees, 0-1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
3 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
First and second here with nobody out. Hot shot on the ground to short. There's one on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Yasiel Puig will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort, but hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
From the stretch. And that misses inside, 1-0. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here it comes on 1-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 14 on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
And this is what they've been able to do against this curveball. They just sit back and tee off. I mean, here, he's not even fooled by this pitch one bit. He hits it about as far as you possibly can.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Matt Cain is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. In now is A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Three runs already home here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Nicely done there at short as you see him ranging to his left. He takes it on his forehand side and then flips it to first for the out.
In now, number 25. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Kane has his target. 3-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Hit to short. There is Crawford. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. Middle of the night here at China Basin. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Giants nothing. Leading off the inning, Gregor Blanco, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Now here's the pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
This guy's been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
And it's quickly 0-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out.
Now batting.
He can pretty much bet. He's probably
fielder.
thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Angel Pagan is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
slow curveball at 74, in for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. This is hit sharply to the left side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Kelby Tomlinson will grab a bat and loosen up here as he'll bat for the pitcher Kane here.
Kelby Tomlinson.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base, and he's in the scoring position now on the wild pitch.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. Got him.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't blocked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Joe Panic. Into the seats, 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 25 has got it, and the side is retired. One left for San Francisco. They still find themselves down 6-0. Alex Torres will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Kike Hernandez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Ready with the 0-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Number 6 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. And he takes ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. 1-2. Here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Rich Hill comes to the plate now, likely due to the large cushion he has to work with on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Hunter Pence will start things out when we come back. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. LA's on top 6-0. Hunter Pence will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the 6th.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Okay. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Buster Posey will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
He's set. Now the pitch.
Well,
now a fastball. A bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on. The heart of the order's coming up. And maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
1-0 pitch on the way. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard. And even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Brandon Belt ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. On his way to pitch number 75. And here's a ball hit in the air. Turner onto the grass. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Wow, he's had his number so far. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts, and now this. Man, this is a game to forget.
Brandon Crawford steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Ready on 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back here in San Francisco, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Howie Kendrick is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. This man out for his second inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Here it comes, 1-0. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. High and deep to straightaway right. Hence looks up. And that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. A solo shot there for Howie Kendrick. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
You can tell he was making a concerted effort to keep the ball down against this guy, but you just can't keep it down forever, and he finally got a pitch he could handle.
Now batting, third baseman.
Standing in now, Justin Turner.
Turner.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Have a night. 4 trips to the plate, 4 hits. They can't get him out.
Seager.
Corey Seager will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And Pagan is there to put this one away, and that's your first out.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at, and that becomes a very easy out.
Yasiel Puig will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Pause, now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
The 2-0 on the way. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Hence has a beat on it as he takes charge for the second out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
In now is A.J. Ellis, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
2 out with the man at first. Skied into straightaway right. Hence has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Giants nothing. Brandon McCarthy will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Brandon McCarthy.
Matt Duffy stands into the box.
Leading up
He's
for the
0 for
Giants.
2 so far in this one.
Third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Puig on the move, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he can only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Leadoff man retired now for Gregor Blanco. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Grounded to short. To his left, Seager. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Angel Pagan.
Angel Pagan will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Bounce to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Dodgers lead it 7-0. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Javier Lopez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 49, Javier Lopez. Now playing center field and batting in the 9th spot.
Number 25 stands
Denard
in.
Span.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one, here it is. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In the air to straightaway right. Pence has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Kike Hernandez gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Span. 2 down. On a sight that you hate to see there if you're a Giant fan, but the Dodgers have come here and put it to the Giants thus far. Number 6 steps into the box. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or 2 away.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're still in control, 7-0. Denard Span will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. J.P. Howell will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
J.P. Howell.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tap foul at home plate. Chopped at the plate. Ellis gonna have to hurry. 1 away.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Joe Panik stands in. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Tough started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The right fielder.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Hunter Pence will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here it comes. And that's in there for strike 1. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Buster Posey will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Hernandez has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One left for San Francisco. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Bay Bridge, and at the other end, the city by the bay, as we continue tonight's ball game from AT&T Park. Chris Taylor will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
Taylor.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Pitch on the way. Smoked on the ground left side. Crawford able to get there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And that's why you love this guy playing short field. Excellent range, and he's going to show off that hose, too. That's a nice play.
Howie Kendrick will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Span is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Justin Turner. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Corey Seager will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
That's a ball.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
A runner on first with 2 away. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for LA, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Jesse Chavez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Jesse Chavez.
Brandon Belt will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
First baseman.
Yeah, whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Kendrick giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And now a pitch on the way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 6 backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Settling in now, Matt Duffy. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. He'll take the turn and head for second, and he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. And when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven. As he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Number 21, Connor Gillespie.
Lifted in the air to right field. Puig over to his left. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
What a great performance up and down this lineup as they just cruise home to an easy 7-run victory.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Howie Kendrick. Strike opposed, he's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 7-0. Good night from San Francisco.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Giants, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.